giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Kapitan, and double honor to the man of great millstone that's out there in the highway and byway pushing his truth, as well as pushing this truth over the worldwide internet, reaching the hopeful elect. Yahweh Ratazah, we are his hopeful elect that will be beamed up on those chariots for salvation. To add to that, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS have the 100% truth of the Bible. I'd like to say the water, Brakatham, to the man of great millstone for doing an excellent job of pushing the truth day in and day out, rain, sleet, and snow. To men and women that are listening, learning, continue in the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, continue in the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Come to the truth, repent, keep praying, keep the law of the commandment to the best of your ability. As it states in John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments. This lesson here is going to be about honor thy father and thy mother. You know, it's the order of things, how you honor your mother and your father. Now, who you supposed to honor first and to listen to and obey to is your father. Then is your mother. Shalakia for that. Doing a little lesson at work. I thought that I'd go ahead and do a little lesson before I get off. But the order of thing, as it states in 1 Corinthians 11, we're going to go to that. Where it's, you know, it's Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, man, woman. You know, that's the order of things. So between your mother and father, you're supposed to obey your father. Your father tell you something to do, and your mother tell you something to do at the same time, you listen to your father. He the one gave you life through his sperm, through his seed. His seed is the XY chromosome. His seed determines the nationality and the sex of that child. So if you came in this world as a man or as a woman, female or male, it was due to your father's sperm that caused you to be either male or female. And if you are so-called African American or so-called Black American or whatever, that's not who you are. That's a nationality, a false nationality that the white man Esau gave us. You are an Israelite, either from a tribe of Judah or a tribe of Simeon, because there's some dark-skinned Simeon, you know, Benjamin or whoever. But your father determined the nationality of your race. So let's go to the order of things. So you have a lot of guys, a lot of people, they love their mama more than their daddy. They listen to their mother more than their daddy. They love their mother more than their father. And the thing is, you dishonoring your father when you love your mother more than your father. And this hard for some people to swallow because maybe their father wasn't there at the house, you know, he left. Well, there's reasons for everything. You know, he probably left because your mother was a nagger. Your mother threatened his life. Your mother threatened his livelihood, his job. You know, in this society, the Western society, they believe a woman over a man. That's out of order. You know? So that man probably said, you know, forget it. You know? I know that I have a son here, and I'm not going to let this woman destroy who I am as a man when she just called 911 and get me up out the house. You know? And a lot of our women know that they can use the authority against our will, you know, and that's their protection, you know. So they're going to use that as an advantage to have more power than the man. A righteous woman wouldn't do that. A righteous woman would be in order. She would love her husband, and she would let her husband rule the house instead of her trying to put her 2 cents in. Now, there's nothing wrong with her, talking to him in private, talking, if she think that, well, she might experience something, or, she might think that, okay, well, let's go ahead and try this route. Maybe this will be a lot better. There's nothing wrong with it. She's your helper. She's supposed to give you advice on certain things. But when it come down to shit hitting the fan, the father says so sticks. So let's go to 1 Corinthians 11. We will start at 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Verse 2. Now I pray you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the orders as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, which is Christ here they got here. And the head of woman is the man. And the head of Hamashiach is Yahushua. So that's the order. And we have to go by that order. If a Hamashiach, Yahushua, was sitting right next to me, and I, was talking to my stepson, I say, hey, go in there and pick up that paper, and Hamashiach, Yahushua say, no, come over here, let me talk to you. I want my stepson to ignore what I just said and go over there to see what Hamashiach, Yahushua want him to do. Because he's the higher power. He's greater than me. He's greater than any man on earth. He's greater than any angel in heaven. He's second in command to Yahushua. I mean, to Yahweh. So he's supposed to listen to him. But if it's just his mother and me, he's supposed to listen to me. But society has it set up. It doesn't matter if you stepdad or you the real dad. Always listen to mama. See, but the deal is, when a man step into an already made family, it's kind of hard for those children to just ignore what mama say and listen to what the stepdad say. And when we are in the kingdom, it won't be no more stepdad. It'll just be, this is my father, I came from his seed. No more stepdad. In this society, a woman, she can pick and choose to deliver a baby or not. She can pick and choose what man she want to be with. And if this man doesn't make her feel a certain way, she can go to the next. This is how this society is made up, and it's screwed up. The order is out. The order of things is out. Women do not respect man order in the house and out in the public. If a woman respected a man as what the Bible states, you wouldn't see women jumping in man's face, throwing champagne or any type of liquid in the man's face, or hitting him and thinking that it's okay to do it. She's not in her right mind. She's not ashamed to jump in the man's face and talk to him in a kind of way, or jump in the man's face and tell a man what all she do. You got some women that will jump in the man's face and tell him, listen, I suck, you know what? I do this, I do that. And when a woman don't have no shame, she is considered to be a bitch. And that's just what it is. The scripture says that in the Ecclesiasticus, I want to say maybe 25, if I'm not mistaken, 25 or 34, one of those two chapters. But you got to forgive me. Like I said, I'm still here at work, but we gotta understand that Yahweh put an order in the earth, in heaven and in the earth, and we have to go by that. because the woman was made for the man. She was made for the man, not the other way around. You know, that's 1 Corinthians 7:9. For the man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much he is the image of Yahweh, but the woman is the glory of the man. So Yahweh is a higher stature than the earthly man. Yahweh got a celestial body, and the man here on earth has a terrestrial body, if I'm pronouncing it right, an earthly body. So the spirit world is a lot powerful than the cardinal world. So the order of thing is, again, the Father, the Son, the man, and woman. And when it comes down to your mother and father, if it ever come in between a discussion where who you going to listen to, the most is always your father. It's your father. Now, when your father is at the house, your mother is ruling the house. Then you listen to your mother. But when your father come back in the house, you listen to your father. You don't disrespect your mother because he's in the house. No, because your father, he's going to get in that ass. You got to respect your mother. But when it come down, your father telling you something, and your mother tell you one thing, you do what your father tell you. And if your mother get in line, your father going to get her in line. It says here, verse 8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man. So, we have to understand that the woman was put on earth to serve man and to obey man. So we're going to, by the woman, she's under authority of a man, so she have to obey him. But you tell a woman that, boy, shit, she want to cuss you out and say you're a pompous man. Let's go to Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, and sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. Because we have sin. Because the woman, basically, she's the beginning of sin. When she Cain was the beginning of sin. But for us being kicked out of the garden, the woman, she fell weak, and she brought forth death by sinning while she was in the garden. And so her punishment was that she would have harsh labor. And for the man, for listening to the woman, he was it said that he will have to work the rest of the day by the sweat of his brow, to something to that nature. But sin came into the earth, death came into the earth. So it says here, and in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So if somebody ruling over you, you supposed to take that order from the person that's ruling you. Now, as a man over a woman, you don't treat her any kind of way. You don't down her or just be a tyrant, over her, or be like just a unruly lion. Every little thing that she do, if she make mistake, you go upside her head. No, I'm not saying that. It's a respect role that a woman have to do, and it's a respect role that a man have to do. You both love each other. A man shouldn't want to hit his woman, but sometimes, hey, in this Western society, Esau, Edom have given a woman 50-50 towards a man, saying that you just as equal as a man, and this and that, this and that. But even that's a lie, because if woman haul out, and I'm gonna be straight up, woman haul out and hit me, hey, I'm gonna hit you back. That's 50-50 right there. Now, I'm not gonna go into detail or whatever. I'm not gonna go no farther than that. But it is what it is, because I want to be respected, just like she want to be respected. I want to be respected. But in this Bible, there's not a such thing as a 50-50. The man, he's the ruler over the woman. Going back to 1 Corinthians 11, verse 1 through 3. But women do not want to take heed of that, because Esau have really deceived our women, also deceived our men. Because you have a lot of men, believing that, that they love their mama more than they daddy. You have a lot of men, they trust their mama more than they daddy. Now, you have a lot of fathers that, that is, evil for no reason. Don't get me wrong, just like you got women evil for no reason. But he gave you life. He brought you in this world. If it wasn't for that particular man that your mother that your mother be talking to her girlfriends about every weekend, that he's a no good nigga, he's sorry, he this and that. Listen, you are the image of your father. The glory of your father, he giving that to you as well. So, you're not supposed to indulge in dishonoring your father. Your father gave you life. You came from him. You're supposed to, pray for your father if your father is not right. Just because he didn't buy you those Jordans, or he didn't come to a few of your football games or whatever, you're not supposed to hate that man. That's your father. Everything for a reason. But you're not supposed to hate that man. But you have Valentine coming up. And this is a wicked holiday. I'm gonna say that, because you idolizing the woman over the man. By giving her presents and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with giving your woman something, but just because Esau told you it's Valentine, now you gotta go out there and break yourself, knowing you got bills all out the window of your house. And if you don't buy your woman if you don't buy your woman a present or whatever to show her that you love her for that particular day, now she gonna look over all all those months that you paying the mortgage and car insurance and car notes and stuff like that. But that particular day, if you don't buy her anything for Valentine, now she upset. Esau is doing all that bullshit. He set that shit up, putting it in our commercial. A man going to Jared's and these old diamond ring stores to buy their women this and that, to make them feel good on this special day. Then a month or two later, you got Mother's Day. This is just all bullshit. We do more honoring of the woman than we do honoring of the man. And then when it comes down to Father's Day, fathers don't get too much of shit. Fathers get an old pair of used socks. That's pretty much it. But the thing is, you're not supposed to celebrate these damn holidays. But society, the Western society, the people in the Western society, and I'm saying men and women that are under the rule of Esau, Edom, really are contrary against the Bible. Because when you break this stuff down, you let them know that you're not supposed to celebrate no birthdays, no holidays. You're not supposed to put your mother or your father, and we just have to come back to the order of things, and that's the main thing. But I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. I don't want to be everywhere, you know. I just felt through the spirit that I had to put this out because you have a lot of men that are women worshipers that love their mother more than they father, and they father been in their life just as long as they mother, or even their stepdad. You supposed to love him. You supposed to respect him as your father. If your father is not in your life, guess what? You supposed to honor that man that took the spot of your father, that's helping you, that's raising you, that paying the bill, that putting food on the table, that taking you from game to game, you know, because that's basically part of his job. If he get with a woman that's a ready-made, that has a ready-made family, that's part of his job. You know, that's part of his job. So that's all I'm going to say on there. But honor thy father more than your mother, because it says so. The order of things, 1 Corinthians 7, 11 and 1 through 3, that it tells you that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of Christ is Yahweh, and the head of woman is man. Maybe not in that order that I'm saying it from out of the Bible, but I went from the top, which is Yahweh the Father, then Yahweh Shai the Son, then the man, then the woman. I can't wait till, you know, we get the kingdom. I want to get out of this wicked ass world and get back to where things are righteously normal, the way the good Lord set it up. You know. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. Hopefully, it was edifying. And like I said, I'm not trying to tell people to go out there and not listen to your mother, you know, but listen to your father. Show the respect to both of them. But when push come to shove and your father say something, do the right thing. Listen to your father. Listen to your father. And I'm gonna end it right there. Shalom.